another video in our Sunday drive series. We're going to show you another part of town. I do apologize about the loudness. I hope you can hear over the car. I did go through a parking lot the other night that was a little low, and I did poke a hole in my muffler, so it is a little bit loud. So I hope you guys enjoy. We are on the north end of Quincy, heading down. We're heading west right now, heading down towards the river. We showed you out by the mall and all that, so now we're going to show you this end of town. There's some random houses over here on your right. There's a power station for the electric company. We have a couple of them sitting around. And then coming up, you will see our local baseball team's stadium. Coming up here in the next block. You can probably see it now.
Yep, see the wall.
Okay, this right here is the gym stadium. This is where the Quincy Gyms play. It's a minor league baseball team. And then right over here on your right, this is one of the two bowling alleys in town. This is the Casino Lane Bowling Alley and the Starlight nightclub. Side here, the house is all set up on a hill. Super fun.
When cutting the grass, yay!
Yeah, when trying to cut the grass, that's always super fun having one of them hills. If you're looking for a house to rent and you want to move to this fabulous city, there's a house right there for rent. Or there's one right there you can buy if you'd like to buy it. If you'd like my personal recommendation, I would do neither. I wouldn't buy nor rent, not necessarily just in Quincy, but right now in the state of Illinois, because we have been 3 years without a budget, and they didn't make it. They couldn't come to a deal on a budget again. So we still don't have a budget in this state. So everything is hurting with no budget. And they are proposing to raise personal income tax from 3.75% to 4.95%. We already pay the highest tax around, and they're wanting to raise it almost up to 5%. This is one of the parks in town. We have quite a few parks. The majority of the parks are just used for people to do drugs around here.
True.
And that's just the sad truth of it. We've started on 24th Street, and right down here the stop sign will be on 12th Street. Okay, there's a bar. One of the many.
Bar.
That's Uncle Bob's. One of the many bars in this town.
That's down there on that corner. Then coming up here on your left is a church and school.
Okay, right here on your left is the church and the school. the farther we go down this way, the more ran down the houses and the buildings are going to get. This is what everybody in this town calls the ghetto. Over here on your right, that used to be Sycamore Healthcare, used to be a nursing home until they kicked all of the old people up out of there and closed the doors. They just gave everybody a notice that they had to move out because it was closing and shut the doors. So all them people living in that nursing home had to find a place to live. Now I don't want you guys to think I'm being preachy or...
This building is for the developmentally disabled.
So is this one over here, right here. That one is part of the same company.
And that one is also.
We're not talking down about the people who live in this area or anything. Hell, we used to live in this area. We just, before we moved to the house we're at now, we lived down here.
Yes, we did.
Matter of fact, I will even take you by the house we lived in. Government housing over here. On both sides is two different parks. A lot of people don't like driving on this road just because of this tiny train bridge you gotta go under here. But you can get through here. But it scares a lot of people, so we got a skate park for skateboarders and that now. They just put that up not too long ago. And this is how the city takes care of their grass along the side of the road and everything. And they just let it get overgrown, as you can see. Singer Drive is officially what this is called, but everybody around here calls this the Bottom Roads.
North Bottoms, yep.
And over here on your left, this is what is known as Bob Banger Park. All that field right there used to be a soccer field. and they used to play pee-wee soccer here. But in '93, all of this got flooded. We had the Great Flood of '93, and the water was up over on this side of the road. All of this was completely flooded, and they just never did rebuild. That's a cute
RV park.
RV campground there. So if you ever want to come visit and you have an RV, right there's your place to park your RV right down here by the river. But all of this right out here used to be the soccer field, and after the flood of '93 and it all dried up, they just let everything grow up and never did anything with it. And that's because the state is broke. And then there's gonna be a big bump here, guys. Then you're at what is known as the Mississippi River. Well, even though Tiffany's not showing it to you, but you'll see it in just a minute, guys. Now, this used to be really nice down in here, but as you can see, they just let it get overgrown and everything. And so that's going to be the end of this Sunday drive video from North 24th Street down to the river. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to drop a like on this video. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and VidMe. And we'll catch y'all on the next one.